Ensuring your data is accurate and representative starts at the point of sampling. This video tutorial will cover the proper technique for collecting soil samples for volatile organics according to EPA Method 5035. So let's get started. Prior to sampling, be sure to open up your sampling kit and inventory supplies. Ensure you have what you need. Read the enclosed sampling instructions and arrange to have a cooler with wet ice to place in the cooler along with your samples. If you haven't done so already, call the lab to arrange for sample receipt, pickup, or drop-off. When making arrangements with your project manager, be sure to communicate turnaround time needs and any special reporting limit needs. If the sample may contain a high concentration of any particular pollutant or may contain a hazardous material, please indicate so on the chain of custody form to alert the lab. Be sure you prepare for your sampling event by packing your vehicle with your needed supplies. For each volatile organic sample you take, you will need a Terra Core kit, which will include a Terra Core plunger, one pre-weighed vial containing about 5 mL of methanol, 2 pre-weighed vials for low-level analysis, which include DI water or sodium bisulfate and a magnetic stir bar. Finally, 1% solids jar. Some other supplies you should have include gloves and other personal protective gear required for the site, Kim wipes to wipe excess soil, a cooler with ice, sample container labels for the percent solids jar, a chain of custody form to record sampling information, and of course, a pen. And now you're ready to sample. Let's take a look at the Terra Core plunger itself. You'll notice the center of the device pops up. Ensure you keep this plug in place during sampling to collect only the necessary amount of sample. You do not need the sample to fill up the entire core. For the sake of example in this tutorial, we are using a container of soil we have brought back to the lab, but your sample will come directly from your boring. Plunge into the boring. Scrape off any excess soil and then rotate the plunger at the center of the handle. Place the sampler at the top of the vial and push down to plunge the soil into the vial. This will collect approximately 5 grams of material. After plunging into your methanol vial, continue the plunging process 2 additional times for low-level vials if needed. Wipe excess soil from the threads and the cap to ensure you have a good seal. Do not label the vials with any additional labels as they are pre-weighed. Once your vials are filled, fill the jar accompanying the vials for the percent solids analysis. Label the jar and place all samples in your cooler. Record your sampling information on your chain of custody form. Complete the labels affixed to your vials. When you are finished sampling, you may dispose of the Terra Core T sampler. Return the sample to the lab within 48 hours. Immediately after collecting your samples, be sure to fill out your chain of custody form with the site ID, the date sampled, the time sampled, your initials, the test you requested, and all of the applicable sample container information associated with the samples. Ensuring your data is as accurate as possible starts with ensuring you follow the proper sampling technique in the field. For any questions or to host an in-house training with your team, please contact the Suburban Testing Labs team and we'll be happy to help. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.